Dude, you typed something wrong. You still don't have no money. Well, 5 niggas used to have some money, okay? Like, really? You crazy. Oh, I'm just saying, you did. Get your blood up your face. Leon, you still having trouble? Boy, did you say no yet? You got this. Man, let me move there. Hey, let me honest, dog. Let's just make sure real quick. Oh, it's there. When you was gonna say so, what you have me over here looking crazy? You saw it though? You looking like you can't wait to spin it. I'm in your way. I gotta get out your way, my bad. Let's see what Leonidas buys for $4,500. But Kamari spent all of $425 on Robux. This girl is broke. I mean, she spent all the Robux and came straight over here to her phone like it was lunch. She's like, I'm done with that. I'm back over here on the phone. Anyway, guys, these kids don't know how to be satisfied. They don't know what they want. They just... You gonna buy some coat clothing? I'm gonna tell you what kind of clothing they got. Try. Yeah, they do, boy. Do you see a Blanco shirt? Let me see that, boy. Oh my, now get that, bro. Get all the Blanco shirts that they got in the game. That's lit. They got you in the game, me in the game, Blanco. Anybody else? They need to get Bruno Orlando, bro. 5 hours later. Finally, it's my turn, guys. I didn't surprise everybody except Rosie. Rosie actually left her. I don't know where they went. But she never got a chance to open her Louis Vuitton bag. I actually think I took it a little too far with making her think it was mine, even though I didn't get that part on camera. But forget all that. Let's actually see what I got. Starting off with this Gucci box. Alright, and you already know I've been a part of the Gucci game, so this ain't nothing new. But I got a lot of stuff today that I've never had before, so just keep that in mind, alright? Check this out. Ooh.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of the Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Chance and Sanders now to get this one started.
Now, I just got here that I got a lot of stuff that I never had before. One of the reasons for this box right here, that's why you saw it right here.
He gets this one just shy of the 35-yard line at the
Honestly,
34.
I just always wanted to wait until I saw something that was more my style, because the shoe was already unique. I mean, look at that, bro. I never thought I liked these, but when I saw these gray ones today, I was like, you know what? That was some of my first pair for my young right there. And if I do go on forth about more, at least I'll be able to start off a little bit playing, you know? This is about as plain as they come. Usually there's shiny material or furry material. I think we're telling you it's pretty out on them. Either way, I can definitely see you rocking it. When it comes to right now, how many of you guys already have your first mini interface on them? Now, the same thing with this box goes to the other box I just showed. Wait a minute, as I was telling you guys while I was in the market, listen to me. Anytime we have to let you know that this is the shoe box, or that that is the shoe, or that that is the plastic bag, etc., etc. This is crazy. I don't know if it's crazy or just plain old funny. Anyway, this is the official shoe box for the box right here that I got. This, like I said, was shown earlier, is the plastic bag, a.k.a. the dust bag. Dust bags are used when you wear your shoes and you want to vacuum, you don't want your bottom of your shoes to actually get on the inside of your suitcase or on the rest of your clothes. You put it in a dust bag, you'll be A-OK. Now, here are the official white shoes that I got today. These ones are very, very different. I mean, they're different. They're unique in every way. And that's why I never thought about these compared to like, got me a Rosie, my first pair of off-white retro ones. Then after that, I was like, you know what? They don't so bad. They got a lot going on. A lot of shoes can't even compete with these due to the fact that they have all this extra stuff going on. So I had to get them, and I got to see what it looks like to rock for the first time. Now, unlike every other box I go to, these are not designer shoes. These are extra red ones. A lot of my subscribers that came to the movie and the day of the show, they had these. Now, big part is probably because these are the newest Jordan to the beat. Since my show started, everybody wants to replicate and let CJ and the Pro Cool Gang know that we ain't the only best family in the world. We got a lot of subscribers that's actually expressed their depth. I appreciate you guys for showing up and showing out. Now it's time to open up this bad boy
judge, it's ruled
And one more
incomplete.
shout out
He
goes
was
to the
looking for
lady
Adam
Bobby that
Thielen
actually
there,
helps me
and it's
every
third
single time I go to
down.
the market. Honest to God, truth. When I go there, if she's off, I just turn around and walk out like I wasn't interested in anything. She's like the perfect sales associate for me and my family. She's always super thankful and helpful. I still remember taking riding on Blanco on the ball one day, and she actually, before I could think about it, she was like, "I put your dog in some water." Came out with so much water, it was insane. She's a loving, caring
From the
person.
shotgun, it's Cousins. Called out a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
White, you see it, front say off, back say white. The bill says belt. And, we even got a nice little strong logo right there that says off white. It's official, man. You see this band is stitched off, and then the other leg is stitched white.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done when they're early on.
Bro, I just realized I got $13 of shoes that need a home, man. I need to hurry up and get some shoes.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
What the hell? What the hell are you doing, man?
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Eric Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10.
Now I got to get some stuff to mess up and do it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Hey, Mac, y'all want me to watch your GTA?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Tannehill throwing again. He goes underneath the Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Let's go somewhere new, bro.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sanders now to kick this one away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For the Minnesota Vikings, earlier you and I were breaking down Kirk Cousins' season and the disappointment there, but they go from 13-3 to 8-7-1, and this was a team that many thought off that 13-3 season were Super Bowl contenders. What happened?
I think they struggled with Kirk Cousins meshing in as their new starting quarterback. The offensive line had its share of troubles up front. Couldn't keep Dalvin Cook healthy as their lead runner. But the defense, even though the numbers were good at the end of the year, they struggled throughout as well. They had some games where they gave up some big plays. Remember the Rams game earlier in the season? The Packers game that was a tie, I think the second game of the year. So all in all, they could just never get that consistency and cohesiveness that they had in 2018. But it's a team that's not very far away. They can bounce right back into the playoffs in this upcoming year.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff comes to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh my God, this
And
nigga didn't
now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. For the Miami Dolphins, Charles, you think back to last year, they stayed in it much of the season. Week 14, that shocker on the final play versus the Patriots kept their playoff hopes alive. But ultimately, they didn't make the playoffs. Going to have a new head coach. What do you think moving forward?
And weren't we all surprised after that win against the Patriots that they lost their last 3 games, and as you noted, cost Adam Gase his job? This team has not won a playoff game since December 30th, 2000. Head coach, Dave Wanstead, quarterback, Jay Fiedler.
Wow.
That's a long time ago. They've got to find a way to correct that, and they'll be doing it with new administration up front, a new head coach, and maybe a new quarterback.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect find. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Dre. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Tannehill. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Tannehill throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, Cousins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And Stills over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Set, route 20! Clay!
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Back now in Miami as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, and even 50 yards. Cousins on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Tannehill forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill. A dump off here to Bolden. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? And Charles, I think with the schedule predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf, they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the